everybody, and welcome to another episode of Jade of the Farlands. We're ever so closer to that kind of, I guess, prolific 200th episode. But yeah, we're back. Go back filming another episode here. Uh, right, I gotta get. Oh yeah, I got some stuff to catch you guys up on. I guess I kind of do the commentaries as if people don't watch the no commentary, which is kind of my expectation. But I know some people do watch them, but I figured I'd give a brief rundown of what happened over the last few episodes anyway. Or at least last few days. Beyond just getting chased by some skellies, of course. But yeah, last few days, well, it was the last day of summer there. And the last few days I've been back at school, which has been going pretty well. So it seems like it's gonna be pretty chillax, hopefully, for the next little while. At least until work starts catching up to me again, kind of thing. Like not schoolwork, but like actual work. Kind of the combination of both, I think, more or less. But yeah, I've been going back to school. Only got a few more months of that. Like 5 more months of that. But yeah, things are changing a little bit. But it's the weekend, so I'm gonna do. Well, actually, I probably won't do a terribly long stream just because I have work tomorrow. But I'll see what I can do. I'll do like a decent length, like at least like an hour or two. But yeah, I was getting to things a bit late tonight. I was doing some other stuff before I decided to stream. So I was doing a bunch of different little odds and ends. I think, what was I doing first? I was playing my version 1.0 hardcore world. I've made a version 1.0 hardcore world in Minecraft, or Minecraft world. I've been playing that for the last few days, since I do have time in the mornings, and I don't have to do Journey of the Farlands in the morning just yet because I'm not working in the evenings. I figured I would try to do some, hardcore, Actually, I'd done a few different worlds to try and figure it out. I went back to Mango Pack, which is the series I did. I got cut short. I was kind of continuing where I left off, and I don't really feel motivated enough to return to that right now. I think I might in the future, and maybe even be the near future. But I'm gonna stick to this version 1.0 world just because it's the one that I've gravitated the most towards, which is how I do things now. um, I figured that'd be good. I also did another modern hardcore world, but I haven't played that one since I created it, so I think that one's I'm not gonna do, at least for now. But yeah, an old Minecraft world. Hey, Cherry. And for a commentary episode, the first one in a few days. uh, but yeah, I've been playing that world at least for like about an hour a day, so like during the Farlands pace. For the last few days or so. I think since just before when my school started back up. So just like Monday or Tuesday there, I think I made that world. But yeah, it's been a good few days, and I'm considering doing like maybe like progress updates for you guys, so I can explain what's going on in the world and then show it in like a little mini series almost, or like kind of a more sparsely uploaded series instead of something that I do all the time. Because the whole point of this world is for me to kind of just to be my casual on my own world, and I might just stream it every once in a while to just show off my progress. Because I think it'll be like my main world, other than like the Java and all that stuff. Storming like crazy. Oh, we had some terrible storms the other day. It was like 5 days ago, I think now, but it was awful storms. And I was working that day. I don't know if I talked about that. I probably did in one of the episodes. Yeah, I worked during like a thunderstorm. It was mad. It was absolutely mad. Oh, well, lots of stuff. That's what happens when I don't do a commentary for a good few days. I always have lots to talk about. Well, I guess that works nicely. Yeah, they're nice, except when you're having to work out in them. Although I was inside for a good portion because I couldn't go out because it was lightning. It was a lightning storm slash thunderstorm, I guess, but it was lightning for a lot of the time before that. Exotic weather. So, watch, I gotta make some more planks. But yeah, I've been doing that, and I was playing another game, Space, which is one I've had for a good while. It's definitely gotten a lot better since I last played it. I may even stream that when the full release update comes out. I think that's coming out soon. I was looking, I think the full release version of that game comes out soon, so it won't be in early access for much longer, which is very nice. So I might have to show off that city builder at some point in the spotlight or something. I think I do have some series planned. I don't know if I'll get too deep into discussing them just yet. I know I'm always like starting new stuff, but I'm kind of rapid with things. I like to, do something while it's hot on the mind or hot off the press kind of thing, like fresh. And if it doesn't work, then I'll just have it be like a 2-episode, 3-episode series like the rest of them. But yeah, there's always the chance that it becomes something a bit more long. Yeah, I also got to film Stardew this weekend. I wanted to do that. I've been looking forward to actually playing it again, which is nice. Yeah, this week it felt like nothing for me. At least like the summer portion I kind of did. Summer was kind of almost, I say summer was almost kind of dragging on towards the end. Might be a bit exaggeration, but it was, I guess, starting to drag on with the it was almost getting monotonous, I think. That's partially probably why I was able to go by so quickly, just because every day was basically the same. Well, it's kind of the same now, but there is a bit of variation with like workload and school and work and all that stuff now thrown in again. Kind of makes it a bit interesting again. But certainly things are unraveling. So what happened in Journey to the Farlands, I guess I should say. Journey to the Farlands. So I've done a good like 4 or so episodes this last commentary. So like 4 no commentary. I don't think many of them were all that notable, except the last one, which I found a golden apple, as you can see in the inventory. I found my 3rd golden apple of the journey. The first one since March, April, I don't remember. It was over half a year ago. It was a long time. Long time ago. So it's not a very common find. So I was pretty excited. And I also found like a good 6 spawners. I think last episode it was like 6 or something or other. It was some wicked number like that. I'm gonna try and get closer to this so I can get a good screenshot. But yeah, got all sorts of cool stuff happening in the journey. And I do think that the other day, I think it was yesterday, even last night, I was doing calculations after the episode ended, and I discovered that basically over the summer I had walked basically less. I think the least amount of blocks I had walked in, like I think it was overall 72 days that from like June 28th, basically when I got off school, to like basically now, which is pretty crazy that was like the least I had walked in like a 72-day period of the journey. All the other ones were higher, even accounting for all the megas or all the Farland anniversary stuff and the 12-hour marathons. I think part of the reason behind that, maybe, this is my best guess, is just because the series hasn't been consistent. Like I've been uploading it daily, but it's just due to the length of the episodes. It's because I've been doing like either like a 1 hour or an 8 hour or like a 12 hour or something. And I think I definitely need to, I mean, I've talked about it for a good few weeks now, but I definitely do need to even it out. I don't know if the next few months will really lend themselves to some, like a way to do things like that. But it's just kind of more or less just food for thought though. That, I was like, thought I was being so efficient during the summer, and yet it was I mean, I guess it's kind of ironic because I had walked like a few 100,000 blocks more in like last year. Apparently, I had walked a lot last year. A lot more than I did during the summer, which surprised me. Because I was all like, oh yeah, we're getting really far, you know, 1,000,000 blocks. But, or 1,000,000 blocks over a few months, but it was a bit more than a few. Because I broke 4 million, well, when was that? I think I have it here. It was on like the 15th of August, and I broke 3 million like in April, so it's not really all that great. But you know, it's I gotta have the inefficiency before I can get efficient, I guess, because I can't really fix that, at least with the current time I have. Yeah, that's kind of some talk of efficiency, as I seem to do every episode now. I can't seem to forget. It's definitely become a bit more of a common occurrence recently, as I've started this 1-year goal to the Farlands, which is quite lofty, and I think next year will definitely be the test of that. I really have no idea as to whether I'll be able to complete that goal or not. It's definitely doable, but it's going to require a lot more effort than I've already put into it. And I already do like an hour plus long episodes daily, so it's gonna be a lot. It's gonna be a lot of work if I do if I do even manage to have a chance at it. But I'm not gonna turn down the challenge just because it's difficult or you know tedious, because that's what the journey to the Farlands is. I don't know if you can tell, but this world isn't exactly not tedious. So I feel like a little bit of a spike in things would just, I guess, make things more worthwhile. And well, I would love to not have like set lofty goals like that. I feel like I wouldn't get anywhere if I didn't set any goals like that, because I would just let the series go on and on and on, and next thing you know, it'd be years, and I'd still have no shot at getting to the Farlands. Because I'm really like after August of next year, there's not really gonna be a whole lot of time for me to dedicate to the journey. Maybe weekly episodes, maybe twice a week. I don't even know. I don't know how my schedule will be like in like September plus of next year, and you know a few years after that. So I guess time will really tell for that. I guess all of it. But yeah, enough of the efficiency. Let's talk about some cool stuff, like my hardcore world. I guess I already talked about it, but I've been enjoying 1.0. It's definitely different to beta here. It's definitely quite different because you know you have things like sprinting, and there's experience and hunger and things that you know you're used to in modern Minecraft, but it also is missing certain things. Like it's not as optimized. I mean, not to say that modern Minecraft is completely optimized. I'm just saying that release 1.0 compared to modern Minecraft, there's definitely some optimization differences. It does. I don't think release 1.0 runs as smoothly. It runs fairly smooth, but you know, it has a few forks in the road. I mean, it makes sense. It's, you know, a decade ago in a game that is like always changing now, it seems, and always like getting all these improvements and things, you know. But it was a fun it's a fun update to play. It's certainly different to the beta I've been playing for the year or past year now, you know. Of course, because all the systems. And I think it's missing like trading. Like release 1.0 doesn't have trading. That's added a few like an update or two later, I think. It doesn't have anvils. It doesn't have like you can't really repair your tools. Like if they're enchanted, you can't repair them. If they're unenchanted, I think you can with like the crafting menu, like the old way. No shields. You have to you can actually use your sword to block, which is pretty neat. Although I found food to be pretty abundant and the in the release version of Minecraft there. I don't know, food just seems to be everywhere. Like there's so much more animals. Like look at this, it's like desolate. And if it was like 1.0, then there'd be stuff everywhere. I am not kidding. Sometimes it feels barren, and then other times you're just surrounded with stuff. Although that could just be due to like being like a plains biome or something. But even in beta, it's not quite like that. Yeah, I'll kind of see how far I get in that hardcore world. I feel like it'll become easier when I get diamond gear. I already have some basic diamond stuff. Like I'm starting to actually spiff up the area a little bit. Like I've got some farms established. Like I'm trying to get a zombie grinder, kind of like a mob grinder built. I was trying to do a zombie spawner, but I might just do like one of the big ones that I usually build, like a huge mob grinder, just so that I don't have to worry about all this stuff with spawning and all that. Oh, I'll see. Release 1.0 is a little weird with spawning, I've noticed as well. Or not weird, just different, I guess. But yeah, that's definitely been a lot of fun. I've been doing a lot actually in like my average day. I haven't played Animal Crossing yet today, but that's another one I've been playing. I've been kind of playing my Switch a little bit with Animal Crossing and Forager, which is another game I've been playing. I usually do that before bed, so technically Journey to the Farlands is the second last thing I do now, because then I do Forager and kind of just chill out, maybe watch my TV or whatever, and just kind of hang out and play some Switch, which is always nice to end the day. Even if Journey to the Farlands is a good way to end it too, because it's very serene and it's quiet. It's quite soothing, I'd say. At least that's what I find. It's like the walking. Wouldn't say it's completely stress-free. It's definitely had its stressful moments, but I feel like for the most part, it's pretty good. Yeah, I was kind of debating streaming earlier tonight, but Devin was doing a stream and I wanted to watch it. He's doing a Sims 3 stream, playing that for the first time, so I was watching that while playing in First Base. And so I was also getting into Infospace a lot too, so it wasn't, it was just one of those nights where I just got really enveloped in other things, kind of engaged by other games, or just other, I guess other version of Minecraft in the game. Yeah, no, I think it's true. Yeah, well, yeah, especially if you like doze off or like fall asleep and stuff. It's definitely, yeah. I don't know why, but I've been like trying to find like a word like that's like a tip of the tongue kind of word that's been like just I don't know. There's certainly a word I'm trying to figure out, but I just can't find it the right word. I say soothing or like that kind of thing. There's a word that's like that, but I'm just grasping at straws trying to figure it out. That would capture it even better. But anyway, my own personal, I don't even know what you call it. My own word dilemmas. But I still have the bucket, okay. Good. Good. And last episode, I think I was also trying out some new boat techniques. I thought I was doing the boat technique wrong the whole time, hence why I was falling out of it. But I tried this like new method I thought of that also just ejected me from the boat. I think I'm just bad at timing the jumps in the boat to accelerate it. Because that's like a thing that's only useful in beta. It's like a beta skill. For if like you want to travel vast oceans. Well, they're not very fast, I'll be honest. They're pretty small, but like those baby sensory videos. I mean, the complete no commentary is probably pretty serene as well. Just watching someone just walk aimlessly into nothing. Hmm. You see it make? I think honestly, I think Journey of the Farlands might just make me tired sometimes when I'm doing like commentaries, because I swear I can do a no commentary and not yawn at all, and then I do a commentary late at night and I'm just yawning. So I think there's definitely an element to Journey of the Farlands that makes me like pretty relaxed and just almost sleepy. Not quite sleepy, but like I kind of just yawn and I'm kind of just in like a bit of a zone when I do this. But yes, I'm just yawning again. You're always sleepy. I'm not always sleepy myself. I only really get sleepy at like later in the day or like early in the morning. Usually, usually early in the morning, I'm usually like a little bit sleepy, like right when I get up, and then I jolt right into the day kind of thing. And then like nighttime, if I'm doing something like this, then it takes a lot longer for me to get tired because I'm like engaged, and I don't know. I just feel like that's a thing where like if I don't really have like the computer or anything like or consoles or anything to play on, then I just kind of go to bed early because I get tired quicker. I think at least I start to like feel tired quicker, which makes sense because when you're looking at like bright screens and whatnot, I guess it'd keep you awake, but it's not usually that much enough for most people who usually like stay up, 2 a.m., 3 a.m. I don't stay up that late. I think during the summer I hit some of those spots, but I was usually just going to bed. I just kind of fiddle around like on the tablet or whatever for like a good while and just lose track of time frequently. That's kind of just what would happen. A pretty common occurrence, especially when I don't really have anything to worry about the next day. If it was like work, then I kind of go to bed early for work. So we'll see. This might be I think an hour long episode, I think, which is not exactly helping my case of speeding up the journey, but I've also, not quite or not right, quite put in the time, I guess, for the journey. I'd also be making excuses by being like, oh, I can do it all next year. I feel like that might partially be me making excuses to try and not have to walk as much. But I mean, I am serious about, well, I guess I could always walk more, but I like to do other stuff. Like I've been doing more Java SMP recently. I mean, I didn't play today because I was playing other games, but I've been working on the starter base and I've actually got it a good ways done. I might do a stream at some point on Java soon. Like I talked about last episode. I think I want to go end busting with Devin. So I might do a stream end busting and showing off the base a little bit. Since I don't really do like formal episodes, Devin's actually started doing like actual edited episodes. So if you want that kind of stuff, then go check him out. I think it's in my channel description, his channel. Oh, I hear. Oh, yeah, he's been editing videos. He like films over like a week or something, and then like edits it, and then it's like I think one episode every few weeks kind of thing. So it would be like less common, but it'll be like short videos that kind of capture more of Java, which is nice. Yeah, you have so much work to do on Java. Oh, me too. It's like the new season grind. Even for me, it's still. I'm not quite out of it. I think I was a bit slow, but I think everyone's a bit slow with things this season. I mean, like we're progressing pretty quickly relative to like previous ones, but compared to things like Newcraft, the progression has definitely been slowing down a little bit. But I'm not gonna complain because it's been nice. Yeah, I've been grinding, getting all these resources to build my base, and I've been doing texturing with like 9 different blocks, which if you've ever had to texture with like more than like 4 or 5 blocks, it's kind of annoying. If you're doing a gradient, that's one thing. Like, I don't think I've done many gradients. I definitely want to try doing some in my larger base this season in Java. If I do end up getting around to building a larger base, because this base is already pretty big. I'll kind of more or less just do that when I'm bored of and have like not a whole lot of other stuff to do. I haven't seen your base in quite a while. I think Devin wants to visit your base and check it out after I talk to him about what you've been doing. But I'm still so poor. You're relative to the rest of us. You've still been playing. Well, you've been playing quite a bit, and also you haven't been on the server for as long as a bunch of us. So I guess it makes sense that there's a bit of a gap. No big deal. A bit of a wealth gap I think is all right. Oh dear. Oh, look at that. Lovely little cave. Oh, look at that. Okay, well, they're pretty common. It's not a very noteworthy sight, I'd say. But, anywho. You're not trusted in your house. Oh, yeah, especially after the last stream. Oh, what a stream that was. I still haven't edited it yet. I probably should actually start allocating time to edit stuff again. That'd be a good idea. I do bring up a good point. But also, I'll see if I can make time for it. Because I do want you guys to be able to watch Java in its edited form. Because unedited would be a little, I feel a little much at times. Maybe a little bit too little at others. Oh, the last stream, yeah, the first stream you appeared in. Well, it was my like episode 8 or whatever. If it does see the light of day, Cherry, it's gonna be pretty heavily edited because there was a lot of interesting discussion and events that unfolded. Nothing like too crazy, but it was very, yeah. That's all I have to say. I was gonna try and explain it, but I don't think I could quantify what exactly went on. I could always just film an entirely new episode for that. Just refilm it, but for the first time you'd ever interacted with a lot of us, yeah, or all of us, yeah. Yep. What's funny is that I feel like that kind of like scenario hardly ever happens. I think that was like a very uncommon thing to happen. Like, the whole thing. I think everyone was just really, I guess, excited to be on the server with a bunch of other people, and then just shenanigans and that whatever happened in that episode as well. Talking about like something crazy happened. It wasn't like outrageous or offensive or anything. It was just a bit odd, I must say. Just don't want to make people think that Java is like this crazy server, because it's pretty average actually. Everyone's kind of got their own playstyle, which is cool. I mean, it's always something cool about having an SMP is that everyone kind of plays differently. And that's kind of why I do it. Because if everyone played the same, then it would I don't know if it'd be as interesting. I feel like it's all the different personalities and play styles that really make it interesting. I'm just trying to remember the last time Brody, Devin, and I were kind of like that. Which SMP was it? I'm just trying to think. Might have even just been Newcraft, honestly. I remember Newcraft had some pretty odd moments like that. Like the oh yeah, I'm remembering some stuff. It floods back when you start to think about it. Yeah, that Newcraft SMP definitely had some moments. I'm sure Java's not alone in this. I guess I could basically just edit out the entire exchange between Devin and Brody because that makes no sense in my episode. I'll probably remove the part about, or like most of the parts about Devin in Charity's house being pretending to be a dog. Because I think Devin was intending for it to be humorous or like a bit, but it was kind of just it was kind of odd, a little outrageous, a little ridiculous. It doesn't really fit in with my episode because I'm more or less just what was I even doing in that episode? I think I was just like doing villagers that whole episode. I'll keep some parts, but I'll probably edit out most of it because I think Devin's episode captures some of it. I don't know if Devin kept that in his episode because he had audio issues with like everyone else's voices, so it was only like his audio that he could get in the video. So I don't know if like a lot of the exchanges were captured. But that's probably a good thing that that stuff remains out of the episodes. It was questionable. I honestly don't know if that might have been like the peak of just questionable. Because even in earlier SMPs, stuff like that has happened, but not quite to that degree. Like in Newcraft 1, there was like an exchange over Gamer Girl bathwater, which wasn't really all that crazy. It was just like, I think it was a water bucket or something, or like a bottle of water. That, I don't even remember who it was. Someone exchanged it for the disc. It might have been Devin or one of the members back at then. There was some different people on that server that aren't on Java anymore. But, yeah, there was the Gamer Girl bathwater thing. There was some disputes. I don't really think there was many moments like that. That might have actually been one of a kind. Cherry, you might have been there for a completely like novel, kind of never before seen thing, and hopefully never seen again. Never seen again thing. Oh, I remember I had to edit out stuff from like Sarber as well, because there was some like questionable stuff going on in some of those episodes too. It wasn't quite like how it was in that stream, like the Java stream, but it was questionable enough for me to edit. Oh, I think that was just like the one episode I edited because I only did like 2 or 3. So yeah, I guess in the Foolery of the Tom episode, I'll probably be censoring a lot of stuff. Basically just stripping stuff from the video. Because I don't even know if it'd really be quantified as entertaining either, like any of that stuff. Because I think it was meant to be like jokey, but it was also between like it was very kind of like a niche humor that I don't think really hit for a lot of us. So yeah, I'll probably definitely be stripping it to like basically my point of view and maybe some exchanges. We'll see. So it'll probably be a generally uneventful episode. I might have to rename it depending on how much I remove, because I don't know if it'd be Foolery of the Tom. But it's a good thing. Yeah, I got a good few episodes to do before that anyway. Like I got oh yeah, because I'm still in season 1 technically for episodes. Although I might just go straight to season 2, honestly. Season 1, I edited a good few episodes of it. I put in an attempt, and the rest of them are like an hour long. I might just edit out like the long breaks or whatever. We'll see. I'll dedicate some time every once in a while to editing. Just that series. I'm not gonna do anything else. I think I debated doing like Mango Pack, which I was doing that, but I've stopped Mango Pack since then. And I think if I were to return it, I think I would still just do long-term or long streams. I'm gonna be a bit more selective about which of my series really get the editing treatment, because it's kind of, I don't know, I don't really find editing to be all that enjoyable. I know some people just kind of do it just for the, to have the viewership and whatnot. I like to do it just so it's entertaining. So maybe, people will actually watch it rather than just click on and click off. Most people tend to do the latter anyway, but I can be optimistic. But I don't know really. I'm not gonna bother myself with a lot of the stuff I do for editing. And yeah, if I do make like this like hardcore world into a series, it'd probably be like Hardcore Adventures, but it'd be like the actual like season 1 world kind of thing, where I'd do it every once in a while. And I really doubt I would do it all the time. Like I don't want to make it another Journey of the Farlands. That's just streamed like every time I play it, because it would just. I'd rather just do like a tour and like just a bit of like work in like each episode, and then just kind of have like a progression skip each time. And then I guess my death will it may not be captured on camera, I guess, in that case, if I do die off camera, which I mean I don't think I would die on camera if in that case. So there is it's a bit annoying, but oh well, it's my own world. I'm not really I'm not really intending for it to be like a thing for the channel. More or less just like a time capsule. Since I can't like make like map walls, I don't think maps exist yet. I think that came in a later update. So I might just do that as like almost time capsule kind of things, like where I can like go back and be like, whoa, look at the world back then. And I'm hoping this world lasts a while. Hopefully I don't get stupid and die. Because really, I talked it out with Devin, and basically I came to the conclusion that basically the only way you die once you get to like end game, basically like diamond, enchanted stuff, is basically just out of your own stupidity or action. Which makes sense, because most hardcore deaths are like, something you build goes wrong, like a farm, and it like corrupts your world or crashes it or something. And or it's something like underestimating an enemy or not being prepared, that kind of thing, I guess. And well, I probably won't be able to avoid every or everything like that. I can at least think twice about certain things. And think about whether stuff is really worth it. I feel like that would be a good decision, especially considering it's a hardcore world and there's not really any going back after I die. Well, I'm looking forward to that world. And what else have I been looking forward to? Well, Journey of the Farlands. Of course, getting to the Farlands is always something I'm looking forward to. I feel like that's kind of a given. I mean, you know, of course, with a series of this length, that discussion again, I'd definitely have quite the commitment to the Farlands and excitement, of which I do. I think it's definitely a bit more muted now that I've done it for a year, but doesn't mean that I'll probably still be fairly excited when I get there. I mean, I'd like to assume. It seems like it's going to be a pretty well-awaited occasion. And kind of, I guess, the end to the journey portion. Like, the journey will kind of be over once I get to the Farlands. I'll probably still be playing the world after the journey's over. Like, I'll probably just do like a new series under the same kind of Farland premise. Just because I don't want it to be Journey to the Farlands while I'm already at the Farlands. Like, there's not very much of a journey to go on after. But I feel like I'll just like, I kind of had the idea of naming or renaming it because I like before Journey to the Farlands, which I still don't know if I'm going to be continuing. I'm kind of iffy on it. I kind of just stream it every once in a while. We'll see where that goes. That's a lot of blocks to walk, and it'd probably be better time spent in the actual world. So I might just leave it where it is right now and just stream it whenever I'm bored of the Journey to the Farlands or something. Or not bored, but like whenever I just feel like walking, but not walking in this world. I don't know. But yeah, it'll definitely be well awaited. And since I do like the journey before Journey to the Farlands, and now we're on Journey to the Farlands, then I feel like it would make sense for the natural progression to have something like beyond Journey to the Farlands or something to that effect. I think I talked about that in the Q&A episode I did, which was actually I think a long time ago now. It's a good few months, I think. I basically just made up my own questions because I didn't have much of there's not many people who comment on the channel. So people definitely do comment, and I do acknowledge them when people do comment. But I get frequent enough comments to like warrant some, Q&As every once in a while. Like I get some frequently asked questions that I answer on a regular basis, which I did do in that episode. But yeah, it's just the same old stuff usually that people ask. But that's all right. It's all right to have some curiosity. Just not too much curiosity, I guess. Don't want to let the curiosity get the better of you. But oh yeah, I got some good stuff. Some good stuff. I don't even know what to do about these golden apples. If I get enough of them, I might just like eat one. Like, go down to like 1 heart or something and eat a golden apple or something. I might even just save them as auxiliary food in case I'm like in a really life or death situation. Like, I feel like if I fall into lava, my reaction time is usually pretty slow, which you'd probably, and like hearing that, you'd be like, why don't you just carry like mushroom stew in your hot bar? And I don't know why I don't do that. I think it's more or less like a hot bar space is always kind of a battle. And I feel like food is something I barely eat, and like in like an emergency situation like that, yeah, it would work pretty well, but I could also argue a lot of similar reasons for other things. Like my other tools, like, I don't have a sword in my hotbar, which actually I usually do have. That was a bit, different to how I'd usually do it, but stew and certain resources so I could keep an eye on them a bit easier. But oh well. Oh well. Ah. But yes. I think the current arrival at the Farlands, like the like the calculation based off of the whole, basically like the average from like the last month or two is I think March of 2025, which I think if I keep doing longer episodes, that'll slowly start to creep closer and closer. Because I did like that 12-hour stream and it like rocketed ahead and then it kind of went back, so it kind of bounces back if I do long episodes. So consistency is the answer. It's not exactly something I can implement right away, but it is something I could think about. But yeah, most certainly we will continue onto the Farlands as per the usual. Maybe with a bit more efficiency at some point in the near to distant future. I'm just aiming right now to at least just walk daily. That'll be enough. Because if I'm not walking daily, then that really starts to add up. Even if I only walk a few thousand blocks a day, it's better than nothing. Then when I do the longer episodes, it's less about making up for lost time. Well, I guess it'd still kind of be like that, but anyway. It'd be less about making up for lost time and more just getting ahead. Which is kind of the big difference between those. I wonder what else I was thinking of talking about. Some stuff. I kind of talked to most of it. It's not. Things aren't all that eventful. Or haven't been all that eventful for me. New classes. Yeah, some new games. Like basically, my schedule now is I wake up, have like a shower, get ready for the day, and then I go and play my mobile games if I have any to play, or I play like my Switch for a bit, like Animal Crossing, which is one I've definitely been playing a lot since I started a new island a few days ago, inspired by Devin doing that. Devin reset his island, I think, and yeah, I felt motivated to go back to Animal Crossing after a good few years. Like I hadn't played that game since it like first came out, and it's definitely been updated quite a fair bit since I played it. But yeah, I play that, and then I either do like hardcore, like my most recent schedule is like either doing like hardcore, or if I worked that evening, then I'll do Journey to the Farlands in the morning. And then go to school. School starts later in the day a little bit. So I'll go off to school and then I come back and do whatever homework stuff. And chore things, things I have to do other than gaming. I just kind of game for the remainder of the night after that, if there's nothing like pending that I want to do. Which has kind of just been like a combination of like Java, Journey to the Farlands, this hardcore world, just other random games, and I I just play like Forager before bed because that's been a game that it's a bit of a slow burner after a while. Like it's not a game that you progress very quickly in after a while. It gets very slow. So I just play like an hour or two of that. Well, actually, I think it's more just like a half hour a day now. Because I try to go to bed at a decent time. Yeah, I've been definitely doing a lot more since school started. Like before that, my day was a lot less detailed and scheduled. But it works. It works. I still haven't gotten, or I still am not able to upgrade my computer yet. Because I still have to wait for the return on the old parts to finalize, so the computer hasn't been upgraded. But my computer, I managed to get Ethernet wired, which I don't know if it really made much of a difference for Java. But I guess it's a bit of a stronger connection now. Now that it's through the Ethernet, and maybe even streaming might be a little bit different. I don't know. I don't know this stuff. I'm just saying what I think could be different, more or less. But yeah, things. I mean, I guess I've been saying that a lot, but things definitely have changed. and I'm sure they will change a little bit more over the next few months as I kind of settle into the schedule a bit more and kind of eliminate some of the things that I don't feel as good with, which I'm pretty solid on everything right now, but today was very morbid at school since we're nearing a certain date. Oh yeah, that's 3 days. Yeah, that's coming up there. Yeah, I don't know if I'll discuss all that a whole lot, but yeah, that is coming up pretty soon. You're right. It can get pretty morbid, especially given certain friend groups and personalities. But yeah, it's certainly time. Oh, I don't think I've. That's weird. I think I went like almost the whole episode without using a boat, right? Because I think I did. Oh no, I crafted a bunch. Maybe I'm just talking. I was just BS right now. I don't remember. I'm just ready to go off to bed soon. Not that today was really all that taxing. I just would rather be, having a good sleep before a work day. It's always nice, especially when I work earlier in the day. You've used the boat multiple times. Yeah, I don't know why. I kind of just purge certain things from my memory. That's one thing I've noticed is that like when I like try and think back on like an episode, like even like the one I'm currently filming, like I don't know, like it's kind of just a constant stream of stuff, and I'm more or less just moving forward, just keep moving forward kind of thing. And the whatever just happens previously just kind of gets erased. I remember some things, but honestly, after almost, I guess, about 4.3 million blocks, it all kind of just starts to meld together. Which I guess makes sense, because it's one cohesive journey. And you'd expect with something of this length that it would certainly, only really the notable episodes I remember now. Not too many like random one-off episodes anymore that I remember. Like I don't know what I did in episode 188. Like what even was it called? I know what some were called, but it has to be. I think it has to be a certain level of notable, a certain notability. That might be a word. I don't know. I'm just talking, just trying to keep the talking going. You should build a Texas Roadhouse in New Texas. You should. That would be funny. But just everything Texas in New Texas. But new. Because, yeah, it's also new. But I'm really just chilled out now. Gosh, this series certainly knows how to make me just mellow out. Maybe this is why I just have no trouble just moving along and just doing this for quite a long time. I startled you so bad yesterday. Oh, I'm sorry. Return to my comment. I did my outro and you just almost threw your laptop. Yeah, that's certainly quite the occurrence. I don't even really know why I do outros on no commentary episodes. It's kind of just something that I did once for like the first no commentary, because I was kind of just like, do I do an outro on an episode that no one's probably gonna watch, or do I just end it with nothing? And I just decided, why not just do an outro? And I haven't really changed my mind on it since. And I don't really got much of a problem with it, because an outro is not really all that hard to say. If it, if it was like a commentary, it's a bit more of a big deal. But an outro is definitely a little bit more, easy to do. But yeah, I don't really know why I do them, because I swear no one probably watches no commentaries, at least for that length of time, to see my endings. But some of them can be a little bit more insightful than others. Some of them I'm just like, thank you for watching, goodbye, kind of thing. And some of them I actually do have like some things to say, but I usually cut myself off. I'm like, I gotta save that for the next, the next episode kind of thing, the next commentary. But anyhow, anywhere. Oh, 4 minutes. I would do another day to round it off to an hour, but I'll probably just end the episode at just about an hour. Oh, boo-hoo. I don't have clean cutoffs for episodes, but it makes episodes a bit more interesting. Oh, there's lava. I just like saw it in the corner of my eye when I was looking at Discord, because I saw Devin sent me a message. I was like, I looked back and there's lava in front of me. Like, oh god, oh dear. There is lava in this world apparently. Yeah, definitely not like that's claimed my life in this world like once or twice. I think it was actually twice. But yeah, I'm gonna go to bed because it's like midnight where I am, and I need my beauty sleep because I do. But yeah, well, thank you all for tuning in for this commentary. A commentary outro for once. Oh my goodness. But yeah, that's gonna be it. So yeah, I'll catch you guys next one. Thank you for watching. Yes.